And now, here's the host of University Challenge, the enthusiastically erudite Magnus Clarke.
Good day to hardcore Australians, good evening to everyone else, and first tonight, a note of distress from me in that fewer and fewer Australians seem to be actually saying good day these days. Even worse, on this year's series, we have hardly any competitors called Bruce, especially amongst the women. Are we losing all our national identity? Gosh, I hope not. So to help out, why don't you rush over to the Ridgy-Didge, grab a tinny and get back to your posse in time for this quizzy with the teamsies from the unis, which, look, I think I better let them introduce themselves before I dinky-die myself to distraction. Firstly, from Flinders University.
Good evening. I'm Mary and I'm a fifth-year medical student.
Good evening. My name's Alan. I'm from Broken Hill. I'm an art student and the team captain.
Hello, I'm Patrick. I'm from Port Moresby and I study science.
Hello, my name's Sophie. I'm studying fourth year medicine and I'm a New Zealander and proud of it.
Thank you. And for Monash University.
G'day, I'm Nick. I'm originally from Ballarat and I'm studying arts.
G'day, I'm Jamie. I'm doing arts law and I'm team captain for tonight.
G'day, my name's Thomas and I'm studying science.
G'day, my name's Andrew and I'm studying economics.
All right, well, thank you. You've obviously proved me wrong immediately and probably got me into an awful lot of trouble. All right, a quick check of the current scoreboard will give you some idea of what each team is hoping to achieve this evening.
Last week's game sees Melbourne topping the table at 320, and with Monash still running third, Flinders are hoping for a big score to improve their overall ratings.
After all that, I'm sure these contestants will make us proud to be Aussies, even if we don't speak the language properly. As usual, the best of luck to both teams, and now to our first starter question. Starter question teams, no conferring. Responsible for such masterpieces as The Scourging of Christ and The Disrobing of Christ, the painter Dominikos
Flinders, Lane Cake.
El Greco.
El Greco is not the correct answer, I'm afraid. 5 points penalty to you. Dominikos Theotokopoulos, better known as El Greco, was born in Crete but spent most of his adult life in which country?
Monash, Laffy.
Spain.
Spain is the correct answer. Sorry, the answer I was looking for there was Spain. Bonus questions then to Monash. Very well, carve your way into these bonus questions. Who was the sculptor of the lions in Trafalgar Square?
I don't know, Rodin.
Your answer?
Jacob Epstein.
Jacob Epstein?
No, it was not Jacob Epstein. It was Sir Edward Landseer. Sir Edward Landseer, better known for his painting, perhaps. Second, though it's not known whether he did any of the actual carving, who was the Athenian sculptor responsible for the frieze on the Parthenon? Your answer?
Oh, no idea.
I'm sorry, it was Phidias. Phidias was the answer there. And thirdly, born in 1901, which Swiss sculptor achieved fame with his elongated skeletal figures?
No, I don't.
No, there's no.
All right, it was Alberto Giacometti. Not quite your type of questions there, obviously. Starter question teams, no conferring. In his book, A Voyage to Terra Australis, published on the day of his death in 1814, who suggested that this continent be named...
Monash, Himes.
Joseph Banks?
No, I'm afraid not. 5 points penalty. I hadn't finished the question. Be named Australia instead of New...
Flinders, Lane Cake.
Matthew Flinders.
Matthew Flinders is the correct answer. Bonus questions then to Flinders. Translate the following into a well-known proverb. Nothing is unjust when it comes to acute affection and open hostilities.
All's fair in love and war.
Is correct. Likewise, the following. No fabrication is ever as wondrous or surprising as reality.
No fiction.
Nothing's great.
No, truth is great.
Your answer fairly soon now, please.
Truth is stranger than fiction.
Truth or fact is stranger than fiction, yes. And one more. The male sibling is genetically comparable with his source.
Like father, like son.
Exactly that, thank you. Very well, Flinders on an early lead, but plenty of time left in the game. Starter question. Two names were invented by John Byron to satirise two quarrelling schools of musicians, between whom any real difference was negligible. If I also tell you that the names were later being used by Lewis Carroll in Through the Looking Glass...
Monash, Laffy.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Is correct, well done. I can see we're in for a rip-snorter game here. Bonus questions then to Monash. Very well indeed, an historic bonus. Which British actress shares her name with the mother of Edward VI, also the third wife of Henry VIII?
Jane Seymour.
Is correct. Second, in pursuance of advisor Thomas Cromwell's policy of allying with the German Protestants, who did Henry VIII marry in 1540, following Seymour's death 3 years earlier? Your answer?
Anne of Cleves. Anne of Cleves.
Anne of Cleves is correct. Third, in 1536, Henry had his second wife, Anne Boleyn, beheaded for adultery. Following charges of unchastity before marriage made by Thomas Cranmer, the Archbishop of Canterbury, which of Henry's other wives suffered a similar fate in 1542?
Catherine Howard.
Catherine Howard, absolutely correct. Well done. Certainly being a wife of Henry VIII, just one of the worst jobs you could get in Tudor England. Very well, starter question, teams, no conferring. Here's a legal question, and it's brief. From the Middle English for complaining, one who brings an action in a civil case is a...
Monash, Laffy.
Complainant.
Complainant, no, it is not that. A 5 points
Flinders,
penalty.
Lane Cake.
The plaintiff.
The plaintiff is the correct answer, yes. I'm sorry, I had to penalise you there. I definitely had not said the last what, so I hadn't finished the question technically. Let's go to a bonus question which goes to Flinders. A positive gem of a bonus for you. First, the colour or lustre of a diamond is called its what? Your answer?
Sheen.
Sheen, no, it's water. Second, the word diamond is a corruption of which word derived from the Greek word for unconquerable? Your answer?
Diomede.
Diomede? No, I'm afraid nothing like it. It's adamant, from adamus. Thirdly, and finally, a diamond wedding is the anniversary of how many years of marriage?
60 years.
Yes, you're right with that one, 60 years. A fairly close match at this stage. Picture starter question this time. Born in 1863, this French publicist and educator was responsible for the revival of the Olympic Games and presided at the first...
Monash, Himes.
Baron de Coubertin.
Is correct, well into it. Gosh, that's lightning fast, well done. All right, picture bonus then to Monash. I'm sure Baron Pierre de Coubertin would have loved to have been in Los Angeles in 1984 to see some of the great gold medal athleticism by a team of Australian cyclists. Unfortunately, the Baron had passed away, so it's up to you to name three of the four members of our cycling pursuit team that year for 5 points each.
Michael Tutor and Tutor.
And who?
Rockhampton guy who's in...
There they are.
They are on the screen, yes.
Michael Tutor, and was there a Keith or a Kevin or someone? Go for the other
Your answer
two.
fairly soon now, please.
Dean Woods.
Michael Tutor.
Michael Turter.
Yes.
And someone else.
All right, you've given me 2 out of the 4. The full team was Michael Grender, Kevin Nichols, Michael Turter, and Dean Woods. Has 10 points to you. Very good. Starter question, no conferring teams. Monash on 45, Flinders on 35. Starter question. The name for the art of interpreting in bodily movements the rhythm of musical compositions is the same as the name of which huge...
Flinders, Merit.
Eurythmics.
Is correct. Well done. And I was, of course, going on to mention the rock group of the same name. Bonus questions then to Flinders. Occurring chiefly between May and September in North and Northeast Sudan, most frequently near Khartoum, What specifically is an haboob? Heboob. Heboob.
It's a type of wind current, a breeze.
A type of wind current, a breeze. More information.
It's a wind from the desert.
A wind from the desert. Yes, we'll give that to you. Essentially, it becomes a sandstorm. That's the point, but it would have to come from the desert for that. Yes, close enough. Second, which British poet wrote, "'Tis vain to struggle, let me perish young. Live as I lived, and love as I loved. To dust if I return, from dust I sprung."
William Butler Yeats.
No, it was not. It was Lord Byron. Thirdly, in the song made popular by Lonnie Donegan, "My old man's a dustman. The dustman wears a dustman's hat, but what type of trousers does he wear?"
He wears gore-blimey trousers.
He wears gore-blimey trousers, and he lives in a council flat. Very good. And with that answer, you do not look a proper nana because you are on 55 and Monash is on 45. Let's try this starter question. Extensively cultivated in the East and in Southern Europe for its small seed or grain and used as a food for man and fowls, what is the better name of the cereal grass? Setaria italica. Setaria italica.
Monash, Hines.
Barley?
Barley it is not, but no penalty. Can you take it, Flinders?
Flinders, Calvert.
Maize.
Maize it is not either. It's millet. It's millet. Indeed, I used to give that to my budgie. It died, but then it was old. Starter question teams, no conferring. Another play, but for once it's not Shakespeare. The title of which Australian play can be translated, albeit far less gracefully, as Teaching the Inventor of the Lightning Conductor How to Speak...
Flinders, Calvert.
The importance of getting wisdom.
No, I'm afraid not, and I hadn't finished the question, so 5 points penalty to you. As Teaching the Inventor of the Lightning Conductor How to Speak Properly. Monash, start a question.
Monash, Laffy.
The Elocution of Benjamin Franklin.
Is correct, well done. By Steve Spears. Bonus questions then to Monash in this amazing game. And now a space and time bonus indeed. The term for which kinds of celestial phenomena were first coined by theoretical physicist John Wheeler in 1969.
Black holes.
Black holes, correct. Secondly, what is the name for any theory which is capable of describing the four fundamental forces of nature in one set of equations?
Grand unified theory.
No, I can't take that. I have unified field theory on my card. Thirdly, who is the British theoretical physicist who wrote a book called A Brief History of Time not too long ago?
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking is correct. Well done. Okay, it's another starter question. This time it's a music starter. And always, as always with music starters, I ask you to be cautious for your own good by not jumping in too soon. This song is by a very popular band of the 60s and early 70s.
Flinders, Merit.
The Animals.
No, I'm afraid not, and 5 points penalty. I hadn't finished the question. All right, the question is, the lead singer of that band is...
Monash, Hines.
Eric Burden.
Eric Burden, yes. It was, of course, the Animals, but that wasn't what I wanted. Very well, then the music bonus goes to Monash. Animals figure quite a bit in this set of bonus questions. Are you ready? What is the name of this jolly tune? The exact name.
The Elephant's March.
The Elephant's March. No, I'm afraid not, and I won't let you go any further. That was Baby Elephant Walk, and it had to be that, Baby Elephant Walk. Second, who recorded this catchy song?
On a morning from a boat moving in a country world.
Al Stewart.
Al Stewart, yes, that was the Year of the Cat. Thirdly, finally, from Saint-Saëns, Carnival of the Animals, what animal is represented by this piece?
It sounds like something's talking. So be a type. Okay, let's say
Fairly soon now.
the mouse.
The mouse, it is not, it's kangaroo. Kangaroo.